There was an apprehension that there will be these kind of attacks. It's unfortunate that there have been so many lives lost.
It's already fixed, and it's already decided who will be the next Prime Minister.
This election in Pakistan is purely a sham election. The Pakistan Army of late has got used to governing Pakistan through remote control.
There is some speculation whether these attacks were being done as false flag attacks by the Pakistan Army.
They have ensured that there is no opposition. Imran Khan and his party are already decimated. Imran Khan is in jail. All important leaders of his party are in the jail.
Militant groups are also contesting election. That's another problem.
There was an apprehension that there will be these kind of attacks on the electoral process. In fact, just before the attacks have been happening for over a week now, and there was an attack on a police station. Over a dozen policemen were killed. There have been a number of other attacks at smaller levels against candidates in Balochistan. It's particularly bad because both in the Baloch areas as well as the Pashtun areas, there's a lot of resistance to Pakistan out there, and people don't identify themselves with the elections. So I think there is this wave of violence which has taken over. There have been smaller attacks which have escaped the attention of many people on candidates, on their offices, and others. There is some speculation whether these attacks were being done as false flag attacks by the Pakistan Army, because there was some speculation that they might not want elections to go ahead in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. So you carry out an election in Sindh and Punjab and then delay the elections in the other two provinces where, at least in KP, there was an apprehension that Imran Khan's party or his candidate might do much better and then create a problem out there. But I think over the last couple of days, the military seems to have been convinced that they've managed to get a hold over the situation. And some of these attacks will ensure that the turnout at polling stations is low, which means that it kind of allows the military to ensure that voting goes the way they want it to go, and their favorites and the people they are backing can actually win these elections. And I say win in inverted commas. So I think that is what is happening. It's unfortunate that there have been so many lives lost. There's been so much of violence. But this was expected anyways. And apparently there's another bomb blast which has taken place in Karachi right now. So that too has added on to the number of attacks on the election process that have happened over the last couple of weeks.
In my mind, this election in Pakistan is purely a sham election. The Pakistan Army of late has got used to governing Pakistan through remote control, so that if things go wrong, they can blame the civil administration. They already made up their mind. They want to bring in Nawaz Sharif. All this is being done, this excess in futility is being done to bring back Nawaz Sharif. They have ensured that there is no opposition. Imran Khan and his party are already decimated. Imran Khan is in jail. All important leaders of his party are in the jail. Hence, it's a foregone conclusion that the next Prime Minister of Pakistan is going to be Nawaz Sharif, who is having the blessings of the Pakistan Army. But one thing more dangerous in this election is that Pakistan is once again trying, the army is once again trying to mainstream the terrorist organizations there. The terrorist organizations like Lashkar-e-Taiba, under the pseudo names, are contesting elections. This is a very dangerous thing. Pakistan must realize that in democracy, there is no place for sword. And those who carry the sword or wield the sword, they have no right to contest elections. So therefore, what Pakistan is doing, or the Pakistan Army is doing, is trying to bring another I would say, angle dimension into the Pakistani politics, which in the long run is going to prove harmful for them.
You know, it's already fixed, and it's already decided who will be the next Prime Minister. There's not much speculation, you know, because as the newspaper in Pakistan or other places are reporting, the most popular leader, the biggest political party leader is in jail, his party is in disarray, most of the large number of their workers have been arrested. So in a situation like this, only Mia Nawaz Sharif emerges as a second contender. But still, you know, he's finding difficulty in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan or Sindh, you know. So it looks there'll be a coalition government. And how strong this coalition will be, you know, we'll get to know later. And then there are a lot of other stakeholders, you know, how to manage with this. Now militant groups are also contesting election. That's another problem, you know. And secondly, Bilawal Bhutto is also trying for this post, you know, but he's distant third, I believe, you know. He doesn't have much support in Punjab or even in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but he's touring, he's talking to the people, you know. And his style of functioning is not very impressive like his mother or his grandfather. So Mia Nawaz Sharif, you know, is expected to win. But in case, you know, if he manages to get less number of seats, you know, and there'll be, his party would not have a dominant position, in that case he may push his daughter, Maryam Nawaz Sharif. His health is also not good. You
know. Whenever there is an election in Pakistan, obviously the implication of the India-Pak relationship also takes place. What are your expectations in that regard? Like, will there be any softening in the stance, or it will have a better relationship or worse relationship? According to you, what's your take on that?
You see, it will be the same, you know. I don't think there'll be any much change, you know, because there's no change in Pakistan's position. Even Mia Nawaz Sharif's manifesto, the PMLN, you know, calls about, you know, resumption of talk, but sit at the condition, you know, if India withdraws those amendments which taken, you know, some time back, you know, especially status of Jammu and Kashmir state, you know. So that's not possible, you know. It means, you know, then is under pressure from army, is not interested, and the army is not interested in negotiation with India. Secondly, India wants peace. India wants to sort out all its dispute through negotiation, but there is a condition, you know. India wants, you know, believes that terror and talk will not go side by side, you know. So first of all, they have to cease terror. Only then negotiation could be resumed, you know. So Pakistan is not serious, but Pakistan is continuing. But the problem is the situation is very serious in Pakistan. Violence is spreading, and secondly, economic condition is also very weak. They have only 12 billion in foreign reserves. Besides, the prices have gone up to many-fold, and unemployment is very high. Rate of unemployment is very high, increasing day by day, and shortage of fuels is also there, and electricity. So condition is very bad.